3 plane crashes in 24 hours. Is that a psyop? What's going on there? Look, when it comes to anything, I tend to think if it's promoted and it's part of a collection of things, it's generally questionable, but I'm not saying that nothing's real, everything's fake. That's not my claim. Tragic coincidences. I put out an article today showing how there are many coincidences that connect the various hoaxes on the world stage because it's a fictional universe. And all these stories occur within the same fictional universe, the same bubble. And what's interesting about this article, the tragic coincidence, that's the term the media used, is that you can find overlapping drills, events, and even actors. So in this case, it turns out, and I have the receipts here, that 50 people from the Vegas shooting on 10/1/2017 went to another bar 13 months later. And 50 of these people, again, going to a different bar, were shot at again in a second shooting. So that's pretty much bad luck, right? But it goes beyond that, because while this group was being shot at for the second time, there was a drill down the street at the Salem Hospital. And that drill involved 50 actors. So that's interesting. 50 actors, and they're reenacting the Vegas shooting. So you have a reenactment of a mass shooting with 50 people pretending that it's happening again, while 50 people who are at the real thing are experiencing it all over again. And it's all happening on the same street, the same block. Tragic coincidence or evidence of media fakery, which is, like in most cases that we see here, accompanied by concurrent simulations. We can use the word drill, but I think simulation makes more sense to use here, because I want to appropriate that concept and apply it specifically to the mental model of the world that we share. And what I'm saying here is not hyperbole. To say that we live in a simulation or a fictional universe, just think about how a certain percentage of our news stories are fake. We talk about this all the time. We point them out. But even though it's a small percentage of them that are obviously fake and the rest could be true because they don't lie with every story, it's the fake ones that drive the big narratives. So they have a disproportionate influence over the big story. So it's a fake news generated news cycle or fake news driven, and it all becomes history. All right, let's go ahead and see who's got here. So yeah, again, we were shut off earlier, but I'm going to upload something later. All the important points. Children of a Lesser Shed Dog says, Jimmy Carter's death is a demarcation point for a major event. I don't know the significance of the day, but yes, that was just announced. Joined by LAC, Mazel, Flozik, Diana Southard, Thirst for Truth. Mazel says, folks are pointing out the odd things about the Korean plane crash. Landing gear wasn't down. It was supposed to come in from the north, but came in from the south, hence crashing into the berm wall. Okay. I'm glad we're looking at it skeptically, because I don't have enough information to call it fake unequivocally, but I don't have enough information to say it's real. So that's why, even with this Antarctica thing, I make the point of saying we have to suspend judgment. And if somebody has a problem with that, like how dare you not believe it right now as it's reported, I would say, what's wrong with you? You know, if in 2024 you're not disbelieving by default, like what causes you to have such great faith in everything that's broadcast that you just trust it implicitly? That's just naive in this day and age. Adam Geringer says it's been a minute. Yeah, thanks for joining. We've been getting a lot of people returning because I got my original channel reinstated.